You know, for 2 years we had, well, it wasn't 2 years, but maybe a year. We had the stage collapsed and towers fell and all that crazy stuff. So we're used to that, you know, destruction, and we welcome that sometimes.
That was it for day 2 from Woodstock in Rome, New York. The crowd easing out of here.
All of the concerts I've seen, I have never seen anything quite so out of hand as this. It was violent, it was dangerous, it was hostile, and my question for you is, why did no one from either security or the organization walk out to Fred Durst and say, man, can you ask these kids to chill? There were kids, I talked to kids later who were petrified out there, and I'm sorry, I'm not grinding.
Excuse me, do you have a question? Please come up here and editorialize to everybody, or let me answer the question. Either one.
Go ahead.
Okay? Either one.
How you doing? Good morning. Rick from Much Music in Canada, offering peace and love this morning. Can you tell us about the seriousness of the other injuries? You talked about the one death from the gentleman in Massachusetts. Tell us about the other injuries that you've seen.
There were 10 people that were taken off site, mostly preventative and cautionary because there were head injuries and they didn't feel that they wanted to deal with those on site.
A lot of the heavier bands, when they hit the stage, there's some shit that's going on out there. Stuff's being torn down. People are getting trampled. As a band, would you feel responsible if you were to look and see some of the Megadeth fans all of a sudden pulling stuff down?
No.
No?
Mm-mm. I think it's important that, you know, we try and conduct ourselves as professionally as possible, but you know, if someone's getting hurt, we're going to do whatever we can to keep that area clear so they can get whoever's hurt out. But I think the whole thing in rock and roll is just to have as much fun as you can.
I don't really buy into the whole Woodstock peace and love thing as far as...
I was out in it till 5:30 this morning. I saw a very small group of people who were determined to screw this thing up. They went from place to place, setting fires, inciting people. For the most part, the rest of the crowd had nothing to do with it. There were a lot of onlookers, of course, because they were right there in the middle of it, but I certainly would not condemn this crowd for the up of a, excuse the language, of a few assholes.
These things do happen at mass gatherings, and there was a tiny percentage of knuckleheads.
Would you want to do this again?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't want to do it again unless there was a way that we felt completely confident that the controls were in place to prevent something like this. It could have been a tragedy. It wasn't.
I feel Woodstockerific.
A lot of this show is based around the X Games. We show footage from skateboarding and snowboarding and what have you.
Since I was 8.
Yeah, my man.
Yeah.
Any heroes?
Not as Copish days.
Yeah.
Big Nodis fan. I used
Big
to
Nodis
skate with
fan?
In Santa Monica.
Nice.
And
did you see Tony Hawk's 900?
No.
Oh, you got
Tony
it.
Hawk is like, he's like Keith Richards. He doesn't. He's always there and he's always the bomb, you know?
Yeah.
He
I just saw him skate actually, and I was watching ESPN the other day.
Yeah.
I have my board here, and I have a lot of Chino from Deftone Skates.
Yeah.
So he skates with us. Dougie from Head PE.
Yeah.
So we have like a little team
Rip
that we
says-
go out and find spots all around Ozfest areas. There's sometimes banks and stairs, and we go and we rip it up after the shows.
That's hot. It's been really nice hanging out with you guys, man.
You too, man.
Pleasure.
Thanks
Pleasure.
for visiting us on our bus.
Thank you for letting me hang out in
And
your
this
bus.
is the only room with AC, by the way.
And we're feeling real cool. Everybody else in the front is sweating.
It's a sauna in there.
They're
Our
mad.
AC
Like,
broke
who's this
down.
guy coming back here, taking the AC?
Our cold.
These guys are cool, man.
My name is CP, which stands for Chicken Pizza, and this is a System of the Down with War! Yeah!
chances. I'm so blind. Another minute of bad. Escape the pain inside. Did I know the chances? The places of my brain. Another kind of pain. Did I know the chances? I'm so blind. I can see, I'm going 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 blind. Rata signali, rata, rata,